like a democracy, you have to get enough people on a resonant level standing within an agreement about a certain topic, let's say education, for us to actually see a change in the government. So I had someone make a comment on one of my videos about how the government needs to do certain things in relation to education. And I think overall we can agree that a lot of people feel like the government needs to do certain things differently, or the government needs to do this, or the government needs to do that. And I invite us all to consider that the government is the manifestation of the collective. The government acts according to the collective consciousness, the collective individuals of a society, and even on a global scale, the governments act according to what is collectively being accepted and allowed and desired, and the predominant kind of thoughts and patterns that people are existing within. That's how the government exists. It's a reflection or extension of each individual. And I know a lot of individuals would be like, no, not me. I don't agree with what the government's doing on this or that. And I hear you. But you have to understand that, like a democracy, you have to get enough people on a resonant level standing within an agreement about a certain topic, let's say education, for us to actually see a change in the government. You just think of the government as like the mind of the body of a population. The body can direct the mind, but the mind basically is taking orders from the body. So whatever the body is saying or feeling or experiencing or is believing, or wherever the body is in relation to these points, that's how the government is going to express itself. So if we want to see a change in the government, individuals have to make a change and come together as a group, as a collective, in an agreement, in, taking a stand within certain points, or, what matters to you, and like talking about it and speaking it, and, sharing your ideas and your perspective, because that's also how other people, gain insight and consider new perspectives and, consider maybe things they hadn't considered before. Just a reminder that the government is not anything outside of us doing something to us that we have no control over. We absolutely have all the control over how the government is currently existing. But it starts with individual levels to redirect ourselves to be sure that we know what we want and what we need and what is important and what matters, and that we're giving that attention and that focus to those things. And we're sharing it with other people, and we're coming together with other people and working on these things to then resonantly have an influence and impact on the collective. Our power is in numbers, and the more people that come together in agreement around certain things, the sooner the government will start acting according to the will of the collective.